Good morning, everyone, especially my dear parents. Hope you're doing well and are safe. Today, when I came to work, I just recalled an incident that happened many, many moons back when my son was 7. So, what had happened was that he lost his favorite eraser in school. And when he told me, I said, "Oh, all right, never mind, I'll buy you a new one and don't feel sad." And guess what I did at that time? And I didn't even realize it at that time. The realization came to me a lot later, actually, many years later. But what I had done in the process, in that whole small incident, was not to validate my son's feelings. In fact, I disregarded them totally. By saying, never mind, it doesn't matter, and I'll buy you a new one, what I had done was that I had not even heard what he wanted to say, one. Second, I did not understand what he was feeling. And third, I felt that buying him a new one would compensate for what he felt. Yeah. So I don't know whether you do this as a parent, but this reminded me so starkly of that space. And now many years later, when I am into parenting, when I am into coaching, when I am working with teen children and younger children as well, I realize that it is so important. Like adults, children have their own feelings also. They have their own emotions as well. So if I replay and rewind that incident, what could have I done? Well, I could have said that, "Oh, you lost that eraser. How were you feeling about it?" So he would have expressed his feelings about it. That I feel sad. I feel bad. Maybe I even feel guilty that I lost it. And I would just acknowledge those feelings. That would help him validate them, and probably in time they would pass. Maybe it would take a little time, but maybe they would just pass instantly. But what I would have done in that process would have been able to build up what we call as emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is nothing but to be aware of our own emotions and how to manage them. The intent of sharing this experience, dear parents, was an invitation for you to start building on the emotional literacy, on the emotional awareness of our children. You may be doing all this already, but it's an invitation to really, with awareness, start doing this. The first step is to actively listen to our children. And when I say actively, it is really with a lot of presence and empathy, and definitely without judgment. The second step is about labeling emotions. What do we mean by labeling? Labeling is simply asking our children to express how they feel. It could be joyful, amiable, happy, resentful, anything, and not such difficult words anyway. The spectrum of emotions is large, is huge. Allow our children to really build up their emotional vocabulary. Ask them how they are feeling and ask them to label them. We validate their emotions that way. We are respecting them for who they are. And also getting rid of this myth that when we express our emotions or our feelings, we are weak. No, we are not weak when we express our emotions. It helps us to become more emotionally resilient. And that, my dear friends, goes a long way. Because life, as we know, is not a bed of roses. We do have to prepare our children for the long haul. And it's not just about expressing sadness, it's about expressing happiness. It's about truly expressing joy when we feel it. So, again, an invitation to all of you, let's start practicing emotional awareness with our children with 2 basic steps of listening, active listening, and asking them to label emotions. There is neuroscience attached to it. There is a lot of things and reasons behind it. I will not get into that in this video, but here's also an invitation for you to join our authentic parenting course. And I wouldn't claim that it will make you the best parent in the world, no. But it will definitely help us to become more authentic versions of ourselves, one, and to authentically be those for our children. Because children have more intuitive intelligence than us. They recognize the space that we are coming to them from. And not only that, with our authenticity and with our heart-to-heart connection with them, we are able to build a relationship with them that is age-proof, that is something that goes with them lifelong. So with that in mind and in heart, signing off right now. This is Himani Jaiswal, a parenting and a teen coach, and first a mother working with a heart, head and gut. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day. Thank you.